構入ってるぞ。
ほんまっすか？
結構札が見えるぞ。2時間で9000円。
日本租赁
The girlfriend rental service in Japan, my life is one of them. Hey, everyone! I'm Orange, and yes, I work as a girlfriend for rent here in Japan. I just came back from a date and caught the train home. Wow, I'm exhausted, still a bit sleepy as I write this for you. First, let me explain how my job works. The number one priority is our safety, of course. There are strict rules. For example, no dates in hotels, especially those where it's hard to go back the same day, and physical contact? Absolutely forbidden. Everything is very professional. Have you heard of this kind of service? It's super common here in Japan. I remember a few years ago, I watched a drama called Rent a Girlfriend to Spend the New Year at Home, starring Do Chun. At the time, I thought it was fun to watch, but I never imagined I would end up working in this field. And now, with the new year coming, I already have several requests to meet the parents of my clients. Funny, right? A lot of people ask me, Orange, why do you do this? Well, here in Japan, it's a pretty developed industry. I even researched it at first by typing rental into Japanese websites, and guess what? Girlfriend was the first thing that popped up. There are several agencies to choose from. In the one I work for, clients pay about 15,000 yen for 3 hours, roughly 400 yuan or 400 reis. You can go out on a cute date with me, eat something I cooked, or even take me to dinner with his family. I've done it all, delivered chocolates on Valentine's Day, pretended to be the perfect girlfriend in front of the in-laws, whatever the client wants. So why is this so popular here? I'd say it's for 4 reasons: loneliness, desire, curiosity, and, the main one for me, money. There are a lot of single guys who don't want to face the pressure from their parents to get married, so they hire me to solve the problem. Others just want company or want to try out what it's like to have a girlfriend without commitment. But I always think, is it worth it? Sure, it's fun at the moment, I make my money, the client is happy, but what about afterward? When the date is over and I leave, doesn't it leave a bigger emptiness? Sometimes, I wonder what they feel when we say goodbye. Maybe this happiness is something only those who live it truly understand. Anyway, this is my routine as a girlfriend for rent in Japan. What do you think about it? Do you find it strange or interesting? Let me know in the comments. If you liked Orange's video, give it a like and share it with your friends. See you in the next one, bye bye.
In Japan, you can rent a girlfriend for just 1,000 yen. She can not only accompany you to eat and shop, but also chat under a blanket. Due to the high demand from Japanese otakus, popular girlfriends on rental websites are in short supply, and you even have to queue up to rent one. This is one of the most popular side jobs among Japanese workers. Of course, what they rent out is not something else but themselves. In times of economic hardship, many people cannot find jobs, so they register on rental websites, with clear pricing based on appearance and gender. Women charge 30,000 yen per hour, while men range from 10,000 to 15,000 yen. As for older men, they cost only 1,000 yen. Initially, this service followed a more innocent approach, mainly involving chatting and accompanying clients on outings. However, influenced by certain factors, the service evolved from dining and chatting to including sleeping together. Shizuka, a 20-year-old, is a popular girlfriend on the rental website. Today, her task is to accompany a foreign guy. The client's request is simple: just wear black stockings and stroll around like a couple. As an experienced girlfriend, accompanying someone on a stroll is something she does effortlessly. The two shared an ice cream at a dessert shop and then walked hand in hand through the bustling streets. Soon, the foreign guy was captivated by Shizuka's charm and invited her for a deeper interaction. However, Shizuka firmly declined, not for any other reason but because the company has clear rules. During work hours, she must maintain a distance from clients, with the maximum limit being kissing, hugging, and light affection. Shizuka originally worked at a shoe store, but due to the extreme competition in Japan's service industry, where she not only had to help customers try on shoes, but also occasionally faced harassment, she decided to quit. Between anger and frustration, she chose frustration and changed her path. By chance, she came across the girlfriend rental service online and has now been in the industry for 3 years. She has met countless men and gained a lot of experience. Many clients who have never been in a relationship come to her to learn relationship skills. As a popular girlfriend, Shizuka serves at least 30 clients a month, charging by the hour at a rate of 30,000 yen per hour. She easily earns 2 million yen per month. Sometimes, her schedule is so packed that clients have to wait in line. Just as there are girlfriend rental services, there are also boyfriend rental services, called sheep boys. This name is quite fitting. First, sheep sounds like sleep. Second, Japanese people count sheep when they can't sleep. The young man in front is named Taro Nakano, a member of the boyfriend rental website. His services are divided into short sleep and long sleep, with scenarios ranging from hotels to homes. The short sleep usually takes place in hotels, where he accompanies the client to sleep. This sleeping is not what everyone imagines. It's just lying under a blanket and chatting. The client can place their hand on his arm, and he listens quietly while talking, patiently soothing the client to sleep, sometimes even giving massages. In comparison, the long sleep is obviously more exciting, usually taking place at the client's home, where he also prepares a candlelit dinner, accompanies the client for a drink, and then watches TV together. If the client requests a deeper interaction, he cannot refuse. Of course, with such comprehensive services, the price is also quite high. Starting at 15,000 yen per hour, he serves clients ranging from 60-year-old housewives to 18-year-old young women without discrimination. If some girls have more peculiar tastes, there are also older men available. Over the past decade, the older men rental business in Japan has topped the market, with clients mainly being women, most in their 20s. This older man is named Okuda Mataro. He never imagined that, facing a midlife crisis, he could still shine after being laid off. Today, his task is to play the role of a client's uncle, and the task is quite strange, fixing her bicycle. The client is named Massage. Afraid that her bizarre behavior might be recognized by colleagues and friends, she insisted on covering her face. Massage is still single and lives alone in a small apartment in Tokyo. As the saying goes, single life is desolate. Due to her introverted personality, she has no friends, and since childhood, no man has ever helped her wash her bicycle. So, even though she has to pay, she feels warmth. Okuda works very attentively, not only checking the tires and brakes, but also cleaning the chain until it's spotless, which deeply moves Massage. Some might wonder, why not take the bicycle to a wash shop or hire a cleaning company? Massage explains that hiring an older man costs only 1,000 yen per hour, a very low price, while cleaning companies charge several times more. After washing the bicycle, there are still 3 hours left. To avoid wasting time, Massage decides to take Okuda to a bar. Every time she leaves work, she passes by this bar but never dares to enter alone. The bar's decor is simple but not simplistic, with less than 10 square meters of space. The two sit together, and Okuda acts very well, introducing himself to the bar owner as Massage's uncle. They snack and sing karaoke together, creating a very cozy atmosphere. In Japan, renting oneself out is a legal business, and companies must have valid licenses. The websites are also very comprehensive, showing not only photos of the older men, but also their work experience and skills. The payment process is simple and fast, and after payment, a QR code of the older man pops up, allowing the client to start chatting. Of course, not all older men can register on the website. There are strict age restrictions. One must be over 40 years old, pass an interview to ensure the photo matches the person, and undergo a criminal background check to ensure client safety. So, why is the rental industry in Japan so developed? As everyone knows, Japanese people are ashamed of bothering others, even when it comes to family and friends, rarely sharing their troubles. Therefore, they prefer to pay to talk to strangers. For employers, renting an older man is like gaining an elder advisor who can provide guidance without causing any emotional burden. For older men who have been marginalized by society, renting themselves out is a form of redemption. The older man in front is named Keicho, a single older man. Before registering on the rental website, he was a hairdresser. As the saying goes, love without money is like quicksand, and love with too much money leads to jail. His wife found him too poor and too stable, so she found a new boyfriend and took their child with her. Thus, Keicho went from a happy family of 3 to a lonely elderly man. Fortunately, life is not just about current difficulties, but also about invitations from ex-wives. After the divorce, his ex-wife quickly found true love and got married. Upon hearing this, Keicho was so happy that he thought of suicide, feeling that his existence had no value, until he discovered the rental website and regained interest in life. Now, he shares an apartment with a friend in the suburbs of Tokyo. After the divorce, he did not stay in touch with his child, and his only companion is his dog. When not working, he and his dog watch performances by his favorite girl group. Although he doesn't have a wife and children to warm his home, Keicho is satisfied with his current life because renting himself out as an older man has made him feel less lonely. If you like this, make sure to follow, like, and continue exploring the world with us.
Gentlemen, what we saw today is not just a Japanese eccentricity. It's a reflection of something many of us know well, even if we don't admit it. The girlfriend rental service, which has been around in Japan for almost a decade, didn't come about by chance. It thrives because it directly addresses a real need, that of men, especially middle-aged ones, who bear the overwhelming weight of work, family, and societal expectations. For 20,000 yen, around 950 yuan, or $150, you get more than just temporary companionship. You get a charming, obedient woman who puts you on a pedestal and gives you, for a few hours, the feeling of control that real life often takes away. No arguments, no demands, just the perfect illusion of first love, tailor-made, and the appeal is impossible to ignore. Think about it, $30 an hour to have an impeccable Japanese woman by your side, listening attentively, accompanying you to dinner, or even facing your parents' curious glances on New Year's, all without questioning. It's an escape designed for the days when the world suffocates you. Some go further, of course, asking for bizarre things like seeing her in a uniform cleaning the house. But deep down, what everyone is looking for is the same, a moment of relief, a breath where you set the rules. And I get it. If life pressures you to the limit, why not pay for a day where you are the absolute protagonist? But here's what I think, and listen carefully. As seductive as it is, this service is a double-edged sword. Yes, it delivers what it promises, a moment of peace, an inflated ego, an easy smile. But when the clock strikes the end, she catches the train back, your pocket is lighter, and the silence left behind is sharper than before. It's not a solution, it's a band-aid. An expensive fantasy that doesn't fix the void, it only postpones it. I'm not against it. If you have the money and want to indulge, go ahead, try it. It might be the best day of your week. But don't be fooled into thinking this replaces what really matters, a true connection, something that doesn't come with an hourly price tag. Japan has created a brilliant market, that's a fact. They took male loneliness, wrapped it in a pretty package, and sold it as an accessible dream. And it works because we, men, sometimes want to believe that happiness can be bought. My opinion? It's your right to seek that relief, but it's also your responsibility to face what comes afterward. So, think about it. Is it worth trading a few hours of perfection for a void you'll have to face alone? Leave your thoughts in the comments, share it with someone who needs to hear this truth, and I'll see you in the next video.